Hey everybody, my name is Neha and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the first of its kind so far. Let me give you an idea. So once upon a time, I was feeling very lost and sick and tired of all the rubbish that life was throwing at me. And believe you me, they were the smallest of the things, the most trivial things that you can think of. Something like, oh God, so much of traffic, why me? You know, things that really didn't matter. In the midst of all of that, and as life was passing by, I realized while I was listening to a story of one of my friends, how much she's going through. It made me realize that there's so much to inspire from her story. It made me think how small my problems were against some of her bigger problems that she was facing, and how bravely and inspiringly she was handling all the difficulties in her life. It made me realize that I'm not the only one in the world with the problems. The person sitting next to me at my workplace, the person who sat next to me while on my flight, the person who just passed by me while on a morning walk, all of them are facing some or the other kind of problems. It also made me think that there is so much to learn from people around us, our families, our relatives. It's not only the celebrities and their lives that we can learn from. Some of us around us have a lot to share and inspire. You know, in fact, they are the celebrities of their lives. Parent for their kids, it could be a friend, it could be a relative. So this is what the series is going to be about. I'm going to interview a person in each session who I know, who has made or left some kind of a mark on me, who has given me to take home with me some learning or some inspiration or some motivation that I can use in my life. And today's episode is meant for all you working women out there. Each one of you, I'd like to tell you, hey girl, hang in there, because I know you're going to make it. And to boost our morale, we have with us today a truly inspiring woman who will remind you, no matter where you're from, your dreams are valid. From the day she started fasting for 7 days in order to convince her parents that she must pursue her education, until today when she sits on her chair with a flair as a principal of a renowned institution, she has in her kitty a lot to share with us all. Let us have a heart-to-heart conversation with Mrs Manju Singh. Good morning.
Good morning, Neha. It's fun to be on your channel.
Thank you so much for sparing time. So, tell us a little about your journey so far.
As you stated, Neha, fasting for 7 days. It had been really tough to convince the parents, not exactly the parents, my 4 elder brothers, and being brought up and born in a Jat family.
I'm sure they were possessive.
I know, over possessive. They thought that if they would let their sister go to college, she might get bad influence on her. And they felt that it's better to get her married, because that kind of mindset they had. But when I was so much adamant that I want to continue my studies come what may, and I would not get married, a young girl at 13 says that no, I won't budge an inch. Whatever you think, I want to study further. And then that is how the journey started. I was in Hindi medium school. and going to college where the condition was laid that you would be studying only in English medium school. That is, they were sure that just in 11, class 11, she would flunk and she would be sitting at home. And there I realize that when going gets tough, tough gets going. I started studying so hard. Could you believe? I did not know what does it means. So I started looking up for the words in the dictionary, started teaching myself that what this language is all about. And then I got grip over English language. Though it was difficult, because they say no, acceptance is not all that. And in young age, all other my friends or all other my classmates, they did not accept me at that point of time. They were from convent schools. And a girl from Hindi medium at that time, they thought that she is, somebody, a kind of untouchable being, underprivileged section of society. But I felt that this is how the people have to look at me. And I have to tell them that, see, I'm better than you. And that determination really, changed my life. I started studying very hard. I started looking for new words. And in that process, I'll tell you, I learned a word, blunder.
Okay.
And at the same time, I also learned one more word, that is blister.
Okay.
Now, hobby was that somehow to use those words. So, my brother's friends came over. I offered them a cup of coffee and I wanted to use the same words. So, when they said, I said, have a cup of coffee. They also told, Manju, join us. I said, no, I have blunder. I'll be honest, Neha, that time I wanted to tell them that I have blisters because I wanted to use that word. But somehow I forgot that whether I have to use blunder or blister. And that created a blunder. They did not take the coffee and they started looking at me. My brother could understand that she is using the words which she has learned. He took me in and he asked me that what word you've learned. I said, I have learned blunder and blister. So he said, there you were supposed to use blister, not the blunder. This is what the life is all about, Neha. And then after that, I did my MA in English Literature, did BA English Honours from Pune University, and then got married. And this is how I did my education. And today, as you said, that English language only has brought laurels to me. Today I am really, an accomplished teacher, a mentor, I am a principal. So that is how the life is all about. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Fight back, accept, and move ahead with a lot of dignity.
So here's the first lesson from you for you all. So my next question for you is, I know that your life is gone with a lot of ups and downs. Would you like to share with us all your lowest low or one of your lowest lows that you at that point of time thought you'll never be able to cope up with?
Neha, I'll agree with you that I don't think so that it is with me. It's with everyone, all those who are watching, with them also, and with you also.
True.
Life is not, bed of roses. You have thorns also. And you have to learn, rather you understand with the passage of time that you have to cope with both. But when I talk of tough times, when I felt that yes, life has gone topsy-turvy. When my son met with an accident, and it was such a fatal accident, he was hospitalized and he was in ICU for 10 days, and then doctor said that it's tough. Being a mother, I felt that I could cope with almost everything outside, I could cope, I could accept all the challenges, and whether it is professional life, whether personal life, whether financial crisis, but that was something, I felt that I would not be able to take it. And I felt that Almighty is hitting me below the belt, and I really, became so weak at that point of time. But God has been kind, I must say, that he recovered and today he's fit and fine. So this again, everything has a solution. Every problem has a solution and everything passes by. I was fortunate enough that I could, my son could get well. But there are many mothers, there are frontiers, soldiers who are fighting on frontiers. They are the mothers. But again, for every mother, I feel that for her, her children are very precious. And that is the point where she feels weak if the children are not properly placed, or if the children are not really doing well in life, or they are not healthy. So I feel that had been a point of time in my life where I felt that I might shatter, but thank God I'm back again.
Wow. So that was the mother for you and not the principal. So, what role do you think your family has played in wherever you are right now?
Yeah, like as I said, again I would go back to, I don't want to offend anyone, but again, born in a very conservative Jat family, then again getting married in a very conservative Jat family, starting a career in our community at that time, it was not so easy. Moreover, we were in a joint family and Parda system was prevalent. But here I'll tell you, there is always a man in your life, or there is always somebody in your life who is instrumental in what you become. So my father-in-law, he felt that I should not be confined in four walls. He felt that no, you should start something. And he sent me to a nearby school, which was his friend's school. And he said that you just take up, Manju jao, ऐसे ही जाओ, ऐसे ही पढ़ाओ. So I went just because he said this to me. I went and I started teaching there, and there, could you believe? I was given just 700 rupees at that time.
I can't believe it.
But that salary, when he used to give me in cash. So when he gave me that packet of 700 rupees, today whatever I am earning, that 700 rupees packet was so dear to my heart that I would, uh, count and recount that money, though it was such a meager money, meager sum, but I was thinking that I'm earning this. So, so their father-in-law, then my husband, he had been a strong pillar who had been supporting me throughout my life till date. I becoming a husband of a wife who is, you know, really doing well in life or going ahead with lot of dignity, their husband's role is very important. I went abroad. I took the decision that I have to go to Qatar. He did not even question once. He said that go ahead. Whatever I have done in my life, he has always been so supportive.
You were the first in the family.
Yes, I was the first in the family to start something, to start working. And he never ever questioned me that what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I have to do. There was so much of trust, and there has been so much of trust in relation that has brought me here. And I feel that had he not been my husband, I would not have been able to do so much. Then my children. See, for a working lady, leaving your children all alone at home, you also realize it. Yes, and it becomes so tough, to have somebody taking care, to really, all the time when you are at workplace, you are preoccupied with thought that what must be happening to my children when they are at home. But when you start working, today I realize that my children have been so self-reliant, so independent, and it is because they never made me feel guilty that Mama, you are leaving us behind. They had been so much supportive. They had always been, they accepted me as I am, and I feel they are also my strength. So the entire family, and our family is a joint family, as I said, my sisters-in-law, my brothers-in-law, everybody, they have been my strength. So whatever happens, if you have people around you, whom on you can trust, they can come forward to help you, they can come forward to support you, then you are the luckiest person in this world. So I feel and I cherish this, that I am the luckiest human being that I have around me. So many people who can really come forward to help me whenever I need help. That's all.
That's like half your job is done when your family is by your side.
Yes. Not half, I feel full. Complete. You accomplish everything in life. That is there.
You must keep the credit to yourself itself.
Uh, no, actually, what happens again, I'll tell you, today's generation is slightly different. They believe that the nuclear family is everything. But it's not like that. My dear, all those who are watching me, I would like to tell them also, in joint family one has to make a lot of sacrifices, because we make a lot of sacrifice in our social life also, in our personal life also, in professional life also. So why not to accept people as they are? At some point of time you sacrifice something, and some point of time you accept them as they are. Don't be so demanding in relationships.
So tell me about a few happiest moments in your life that make you feel how blessed you are.
There are so many. There are so many, plenty of them. If I recollect, if I go back to my college days, I feel when I was permitted to go to college, that was my happiest moment. When my daughter was born, when I looked at her, that was my happiest moment, because I always wanted my first child to be a daughter. And when God, answered my prayer, and when I looked at her face, a cute baby, I felt so good. That was so much fun, sense of contentment, happiness, mixed emotions. So that was there. And then when Divyansh came in my life, my son, then again I felt so happy. When first time I sat on the chair I became a principal. That was happiest moment. So there are so many happy moments that saying that one happiest moment would be injustice to the moment. And I feel happy about almost everything. Being alive is happiness. Yes?
You should be very thankful.
We all have survived tough pandemic time. So this is what the happiness is all about. We are still sitting together and chatting.
That is something we all can be grateful for. Okay. Would you like to share with us a funniest memory with any of your students?
Again, I forgot, as my children are my strength. When I say children, I don't mean two of them. I mean all my students. When I talk about them, I become emotional. I feel, I give credit to them for what I am today.
And I'm sure they give credit to you.
I do hope so, because there are so many students who have touched my life in so many ways, So if I talk about the funniest moment, I would say that once a child came rushing to me, I was just climbing down the stairs, and that small girl, very small, she just, when she was climbing the stairs, she did not realize, or even I did not realize, we bumped into each other. And that girl, small girl, she looked at me, I looked at her, and I told her, won't you be saying something? Say sorry. So she looked at me and she said, Ma'am, you should be saying sorry to me.
Really?
I looked at her, I said, why should I be? So she said, you are not to your left, you always say walk to the left.
Oh my goodness, see?
So see, young children teach you so many things, and I just looked at her and I said, dear, I'm so sorry that I did not remember that what I should have done. I committed a mistake.
Great. So, what would you like to tell your younger self, your 20 years old?
Okay, I would tell myself, come out of your dream world, something else is waiting for you, and it's going to be tough, lady. Don't ever give up.
That's a good advice.
Because that time, you live in your dream world. You have that fictitious world which inspire you. And what you visualize, you imagine that life is going to be so happy, it's all a Prince Charming is going to come in your life. You would be happy. They lived happy thereafter. Yes, but it's not like that. Life starts after marriage. It's a rebirth, and then it's altogether different. I was a very pampered child.
Okay.
As I said, 4 elder brothers. So they pampered me so much that I never ever thought that I would have to live an independent life. I have to start again because I was not even allowed to go out without my bhabhi. Huh? And then getting married and then going, abroad all alone and staying there. So I never imagined that life would change so much. So that's what I would like to tell myself, Manju, come out of your dream world. Something else is waiting for you.
So it's your dream that will take you to places.
Yes, yes, that takes you. And not only that, you have to have a very strong determination. You should not feel, there are downs in life. You should not feel that it's a full stop. Life begins at that point of time. When you have challenges in life, then only you realize that who you are and what is your strength. And that strength helps you in really, facing the adversities with lot of determination and courage. I feel so sorry, your generation, yeah, or the coming generation.
The lack of patience we have.
They're very fragile. They've been taken care with lot. We have taken care of you with, delicate human being. You do not know what is failure, and I feel that it is very essential that you know what failure is. Until unless you fail, you would not realize what victory means to you.
Yes.
But you have been so much habitual of only winning that losing and struggle is not yet, you don't feel it, that you can really fight it. Some of you, not all, I must say, give up so soon. You should not be, Life is beautiful. Live it and make it to the fullest. As they say, live life king size. So do it. Don't ever compromise on anything. Have fun about almost everything. Laugh at yourself before others laugh at you. You commit mistake and tell yourself, oh, today you did this silly. You do something good, appreciate, pat yourself. You don't have to look for somebody else recognizing you, rewarding you. You do it for yourself. Yes?
Absolutely. Any message for the parents today about how they should deal with their kids, how they should handle their kids? Maybe.
Very sensitive issue. Parents today, again, provide lot of facilities to their children. They do not understand that this love of providing luxury might spoil their child. They really have to make it sure the child understand that I have to earn luxury, but I need not, celebrate on the luxuries provided by my parent, and that only parents can instill.
Yes.
No outsider could do that. Apart from that, at a very young age, what mothers have started doing because they want to, I don't think that I should be blaming them also. For doing some job or like for anything, they give gadgets. Mobile is given to the child so that the child remains preoccupied and mother does her work. And very often they are also there on mobiles and other gadgets. So the quality time spent with the child is reducing. And you all are like prefer nuclear family. Most of us are working out. We do not have our parents staying with us. So at this time child needs you more.
Yes.
That what you are making him in formative years would be the citizen of tomorrow. So you have to be extra cautious. Am I giving a quality childhood to my child so that tomorrow he becomes an asset to the nation and to the family and to the world? Am I giving him a very happy childhood so that he could rejoice the fact that he would make a happy society and he become a happy citizen of tomorrow. That is very essential. Also, pamper your child. I'm not saying no for it, but to an extent. Yes, they say no. Anything which exceeds the limit is injurious. So even pampering a child to a greater extent is also injurious. I'm sure you would agree that we all are, standing on on a very slithering platform of degenerating moral values. Let the child know about our culture. Let the child know about our tradition, and let the child know who we are. Yes, we Indians are, I feel, have are very spiritual human being, but that spirituality is declining because we are more attracted towards materialism. So that has to be restored. That I feel. Yes.
Okay, so finally, one key takeaway that you'd like to give our audience from the session or from your life.
Take a chill pill.
That,
Just
mind you, is coming from a principal.
life is, don't be so serious about life, okay? Life gives you everything you want and it comes to you at the right time. So don't worry if there are tough days, and don't ever, be carried away if you have everything at your disposal. Learn to be happy. Being happy is, happiness is what, is a habit. To live a happy life is also a habit which you can create. So Neha knows me, despite of all odds and adversities of my life, nobody could take away this smile, and I won't ever compromise with it. So same I would like to say, remain happy, be happy, stay safe and take care of yourself, and as I said, take a chill pill.
So that was a chilling, pilling conversation with Mrs. Manju Singh. Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you so
spared
much,
that
Neha.
time.
Thank you.
It
God
was
bless
a
you.
lovely conversation, wasn't it? Let me know how you liked it. If you did, do give me a like, a real like, a thumbs up on my video. Share it, subscribe it. See, that's coming from there as well. Bye. Take care.
Bye bye.